Well, the last challenge wasn't your greatest shining moment. You have to watch the other teams go in and out as they high-five. Some of them look pretty happy about it. But you guys definitely did not do well.
Man, I have the stupidest team. I must be the unluckiest guy in the world.
Ah, Lowry, you're not the unluckiest guy in the world. You still got all your teeth. I think sometimes about, if I lost all my teeth, what would I eat? And I figure nacho cheese would be up there and also applesauce, but some people are lactose intolerant, you know? That's not you. You still got all your teeth and you can eat nacho cheese.
Actually, I am lactose intolerant.
Oh, well, you got your teeth anyway.
Why aren't you guys helping me? Don't you see that this is on the line? I'm doing everything and you guys are doing nothing.
I mean, not to toot my own horn, Lowry, but I did have some ideas in there.
You had stupid ideas. Elvis, name one.
I mean, I don't remember what I just did in there. I wasn't paying that close of attention.
Yes, I know. You were talking about your favorite video games.
Well, I wouldn't say that Deltarune is my favorite video game.
Okay, shut up. Just shut up. I don't care. We're gonna lose this.
Well, the call goes out to meet in the evening in the conference room to learn about the next event. The guy gets up on the stage. He tells you, I can't give you any details this time, guys. Here's the sign-up sheet. You know the drill.
Can we go first this time? Do we get to go first this time?
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Just put us in the middle, Paul. Right in the middle.
You got it, Elvis.
Turns out the middle is a very competitive slot.
I get us as close as I can.
Okay, look, guys, I've been thinking, and we need to do something. If we don't win this next one, I'm sure we're not gonna win at all. So we need to get creative.
But we don't even know what the next challenge is gonna be.
I could write us a song. A theme song. The judges might really like that.
No, I mean we need to get creative ahead of the challenge. I was thinking maybe, like, sabotage?
Sabotage? I thought you were complaining that we were doing too much of that.
I am complaining that you are sabotaging us. You are sabotaging us, Paul.
Yeah, and you said I'm doing too much of that.
I want to sabotage the other teams.
Oh.
So you see...
But ain't that cheating?
Paul, what is cheating is taking our talents and our very important gods and having them be completely annihilated by the champion of affordable healthcare, or one of those yakkos.
Well, I agree with you there, but...
Right, yes. So here's the only thing that we can do. We need to break into the food pantry and poison the food so the other teams are too sick to compete effectively tomorrow.
Okay. You know, I'm, like, good for sort of questionably legal tactics, but that sounds...
We can't murder people!
It's not murder. I'm just thinking maybe we put a little bit of Windex in their food.
You want to put Windex in the food?
Yeah, just a little, a little spritz of Windex.
Okay, Windex. I mean, how will they know who it was?
Windex is a very common cleaning solution.
Yes, but who has the motive and who has the Windex?
Fine, how about just soap? Soap's common. Everybody uses soap.
I mean, I guess it would be less fatal.
Yeah, see, I don't want to kill people. I don't want to kill people, Paul.
But you are proposing that we poison people, and I don't think that would be what my God would want.
What do you mean it's not what your God would want? Your God wants you to win, right?
No, my God wants to be famous through me for all the good deeds that I do, right? And your God wants the same from you, you know? You're supposed to elevate your God and represent their virtues.
Oh, don't give me that. You know who gets ahead in life? Sociopaths. I've read that.
Ahead how?
Well, they get, wealthy and stuff, and they run big companies and everything.
Yeah, but don't they go through like 20 divorces in one lifetime and everything? I don't know if that's success.
Well, it's wealth and it's fame.
Okay, but I just think the God of slightly melted Tupperware is a deity of greater standards.
Okay. Paul, let me put it this way. Suppose that you're making Rice Krispie treats. It's just rice and marshmallow, right? So suppose you mix in a little bit of sawdust. How much sawdust can you put in before someone can taste it?
I would think not very much.
I'm asking Paul.
Well, I'm with Lowry. Sawdust kind of tastes like wood.
Well, it's hidden by the taste of the marshmallow.
I mean, I don't eat a lot of sawdust, but I feel like that's a very distinct taste.
Well, you wouldn't notice it. I mean, there's a certain amount that people aren't going to notice.
I mean, I think I'd notice if there was sawdust in a Rice Krispie treat, but why?
Okay, so suppose you do some things right, and people appreciate that. That's the Rice Krispie treat. That's the treat. But also, you mix in a fairly homogeneous amount of sawdust, which is the evil and bad stuff that nobody wants.
But why not just make a normal Rice Krispie treat? Why you gotta put sawdust in it?
Because...
I don't think anybody likes sawdust, Larry. I think they like the Rice Krispie treat.
Because it saves money.
Does it, though? A Rice Krispie treat is super cheap as it is.
Well, let's pretend the price of rice has gone through the roof and sawdust is cheaper.
Okay, but still, I mean, people are gonna taste that sawdust, so either they like the taste of sawdust and they tolerate it,
No. They're fooled. right? You put the sawdust in the treat, and then they're fooled because they don't know. People are
I
gullible.
mean, I don't know. Some people have really sensitive taste. You know that only some people can taste aspartame? I can't personally, but some people say it tastes awful.
Well, that's different. That's a chemical receptor thing, okay? We don't have chemical receptors for sawdust. So you mix in sawdust and people don't taste it.
I would taste sawdust.
No, you wouldn't. Okay, look. We still have the Rice Krispie treat. Everybody else is happy, but we're saving money and we're better off for it, right?
I'd just rather make a Rice Krispie treat.
I don't know. I see a flaw with your analogy. So this poisoning, that seems like maybe like a concentrated pocket of sawdust, which people would definitely taste.
What do you mean? No, it isn't.
Yeah, like we're going along and it's Rice Krispie treat, everybody loves this, we're fun on TV, and then we poison a whole bunch of people, and that's like a big chunk of sawdust.
No, it's just a little bit sprinkled here, and then, maybe a little bit sprinkled somewhere else.
No, I mean, like, you can't just, like, I don't know, shoot a hooker and then be, like, everybody notices.
It's not shooting a hooker. Everybody's just gonna poop for a little bit. It's gonna be uncomfortable, but they'll be fine.
It's evil, Lowry. That's what it is.
Well, that's how you get ahead in life. All the evil people get ahead. That's what we have to do. We have to be evil. Have you ever seen Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah, I saw that one. It had Tom Hanks and that little guy from the Titanic that lady killed.
Leonardo DiCaprio, yes.
Yeah, I remember that. It turned out that Tom Hanks is not actually an FBI agent in real life. I was so mad for a while, but you know what helped me get over it? The fact that I don't really know him in real life. Boy, his wife must have been upset, though.
Actually, while we're on that, did you know that entire story I've read has been completely fabricated?
What? No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. It is totally made up. Frank Abagnale did not do that stuff.
Well, they made a whole movie about it.
Craziest thing, it turns out Hollywood doesn't have to fact check on fictional stories.
No.
Yeah, they just make fictional stories sometimes. It is the craziest thing.
Should be illegal, frankly.
Well, there's been other con men who did incredible things, like the guy who sold the Eiffel Tower or the Brooklyn Bridge or whatever.
Those guys did all get caught.
Well, they put in too much sawdust.
Arguably, selling someone the Eiffel Tower on false pretenses was a giant pocket of sawdust.
Look, you guys are just stupid. This is a genius idea. We poison everybody and then we win, and nothing can go wrong.
Lowry, this isn't you. This isn't the you that I know. What happened between today and a few days ago when we first met and we formed Team Big Teapot? The world was at our fingertips, man.
Okay, listen.
We had everything we needed to win, and now we're talking about poisoning people with Windex and sawdust in their Rice Krispie treats.
It is like I am talking to a brick wall. I'm going to poison everybody, and then we'll win the competition. It is so brilliant, I don't see why you don't understand it.
Because it's not what I want to put my name on. I want to say that I did great things and made my God proud, and when I die and I go to melted Tupperware heaven, I want him to say that I was just as virtuous as melted Tupperware.
Personally, I'll go along with it, but I kind of want my God to say that I was sort of meh, in between. This is leaning a little bit towards, not good.
Now listen, everybody will be fine. I've thought about it, and it will be great, and it'll be fine. You just have to go along with me and let me do this thing and feed everybody a Rice Krispie treat full of sawdust, okay?
I can't stand here and let you do this, Larry. I can't do it. I run out of the room.
Oh, for God's sake. Paul! Oh my God. He is just sabotaging me everywhere.
Yeah, I hate to see him leave, but I like to watch him run, or whatever the saying is.
What the heck are you talking about?
I have no idea.
So are you in or out?
I mean, I'll stand around and watch you do it.
Okay, I guess that'll have to be good enough.
Okay, so how do you get the sawdust into the Rice Krispie treat?
Go to the kitchen where they serve the continental breakfast and then try to get into the pantry.
It is locked.
Okay, start spraying it with Windex. Spritz, spritz, spritz.
Lowry?
What?
So the Windex is a big giveaway, but if the door is turned to glass and then broken, that's gonna be like your fingerprint right there on it?
Well, do you know how to pick a lock?
No, I don't know how to pick a lock.
Well...
I mean, I did try to learn for a little while, but it got kind of boring, so I fell off it.
Well, we need to get in there and poison all the food.
Need is a pretty strong word.
Okay, what if we trick the hotel staff?
Well, then you'll have a witness who saw you go in there. And again, you've got motive, and also you're the guy with the Windex.
You are not working with me.
I will agree that I am not being constructive.
Well, could you be?
No.
Okay, you know what? Fine. You guys win. You have ruined me. You have ruined everything. You have taken a brilliant idea and my brilliant idea, and you have turned it into a stupid not working thing that doesn't work. Okay? Are you happy? Are you happy that you did this?
I did know this would fail.
Only because no one is helping me.
No, Larry. It's because it's a stupid plan.
Get your hand off my shoulder. You're a stupid plan. Oh my God. I march back to the hotel room and then go to sleep, angry.
All right, and Paul, you've run off independently. Where do you go?
Oh my God, I gotta do something. Everybody's health is in danger. Excuse me, ma'am, can I borrow $5? Excuse me, sir, can I borrow $5?
You're panhandling?
Yeah, I'm gonna shake down the whole city for money until I've got enough money to buy a bunch of cereal boxes, and in particular, some Rice Krispie treats.
Okay, at some point, are you going to stop to rest?
No, Big Teapot's honor is on the line.
Okay, well, with enough manic desperation, people give you money just to go away. You're a little scary. And you've got enough finally to buy your cereal boxes.
All right, buy up a bunch of Rice Krispie treats and like Rice Krispie cereal, Fruit Loops, all those things they would keep out for continental breakfast. Rush back to the hotel.
It is like 3 a.m.
Hello? Excuse me? I have a food emergency.
Who is this to?
I don't know, the front desk, I guess.
Okay, they go, I'm sorry, what's the emergency?
Well, I just worry that everybody's not getting a balanced enough breakfast, and I just was hoping, instead of those little cereal boxes and the Rice Krispie treats that you already have, that I got these Rice Krispie treats for everybody. You see them? You want to taste one? There's no sawdust in it.
I'm okay.
Can I get back there where all the food's at?
I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I run for the breakfast room.
Okay, there you are.
Okay, all right, just start putting out cereal boxes, dump all the Rice Krispie treats into one of the little baskets or something, work really hard, spruce it all up, make it look like it belongs.
All right, 30 minutes later, and you have prepared continental breakfast.
And now the wait begins. I don't know when they serve continental breakfast, but I am waiting until someone comes by.
Okay, at like, I don't know, 4 or 5 a.m. or something like that, somebody comes by, they walk in the room, and they stop when they see all the cereal boxes, and they look a little confused.
All right, march in. Oh boy, is it breakfast time already? Oh wow, you guys got real cereal boxes now, huh?
Oh,
Would you mind if I help myself get in there? I heard that they said that they were gonna treat us to some real cereal and stuff this morning.
Oh, who's they?
The chrysanthemum people? For the small-time champion thing,
All right, Paul, give me a deception roll.
Here we go.
Okay, the guy goes, oh, well, I wish someone had said something. And then he just wanders off.
Oh my God. Sit down in the chair. I thought I wasn't going to do it. Well, Paul, you did it, buddy. You saved the day. Everybody's gonna not poop and stuff tomorrow. Except for the amount that they're supposed to, I guess. I hope everybody's regular. Get up, head upstairs, and then try to catch like an hour or so of sleep.
All right, the next morning comes way too soon for you. You guys go down to get your breakfast, and there's just whole cereal boxes sitting out.
What? What's all this?
Oh, wow, would you look at that? I think the chrysanthemum team, they treated us to all this. They said they were gonna get us some cereals, big boxes of cereal, and some Rice Krispie treats that didn't have sawdust in them,
They did they?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Storm out without a word. Then come back and get a Rice Krispie treat. Then storm out again.
Oh, God.
That's all right, buddy.
But he sure seems angry, though. I hate seeing this much Big Teapot in turmoil.
Yeah. But hey, as long as we're feeling bad, can I just throw something in there? I'm a little mad, too. I don't see you got any Cocoa Puffs.
Shoot. I'm sorry, Elvis. I let everybody down today.
Well, that's all right. I'll go with the Cocoa Pebbles.
Thanks for forgiving me, Elvis. I don't know. I just feel like everything's falling apart.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I'm just gonna have a muffin and go cry.
Okay, all right. See you around, buddy. Boy, it is gonna be a day.
The time finally rolls around for you guys to participate in the next challenge. It's in the hotel conference room. It looks like they've put together a tiny little set. Seems to be a bank. Chrysanthemum gets up there and she says, all right, let's hear it again for Big Teapot. She looks over at you guys. Okay, dead silence. It's a little off-putting for her. She's not used to that. Okay, so this next challenge, we know that our champions are strong, fast, and smart, but they're also virtuous.
Oh, God.
Are you okay over there?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. When badness rears its ugly head, the champions are there. To represent this, we have our very own champion of linebackers who's agreed to act as a pretend bank robber. Inside, he's guarding some training dummies, which you'll recognize from the fire challenge. Champions, your job is to get through the champion linebacker however you can and rescue those poor hostages. Ready? Go!
Okay, I know that you guys can't actually follow directions, so I'm just gonna do things my own way. You guys do whatever you think needs to work.
All right, Larry. You do whatever you gotta do.
All right, I'm going to go around the side and try to look for a back way. And if there isn't a back way, I'm going to spray something until it becomes glass and then kick it in.
You'll be at that for a while. Paul and Elvis, what do you do?
I'm just gonna go in the front.
You go through the front door, and inside you see an enormous man. He must be like 7 feet tall, and he must weigh like 500 pounds. He's like a gorilla meets a sumo wrestler. He's wearing a striped shirt with a little bandana over his face, and he goes, "Stop right there, champions!"
Mope over to a seat in the bank and sit down. Hey, buddy. Can I ask you something?
What are you doing, man? Don't take another step. I'm gonna shoot the hostages.
Hey, you kind of turn evil, right?
Well, I am a bank robber. That's kind of evil.
What makes a man turn to evil?
Like,
I mean, maybe you're on hard times. Maybe it's not my right to judge and say you're evil, but like, don't you think this kind of evil?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm a robber. I'm supposed to be. I'm the bad guy. Elvis, what are you doing?
Hey, bud, what's up?
Stop right there.
Well, I've just been thinking. A friend of mine recently said something about like, suppose you make a Rice Krispie treat, and you fill it with just enough stuff that people don't want, that they can't taste that it's there. Is that moral?
A Rice Krispie treat?
Yeah, like a Rice Krispie treat is something that's supposed to make everybody happy. You know, like imagine it's the summer, and you're a little kid, and you're out playing, your mom says, "Paul, come and get a Rice Krispie treat." And she hands you a Rice Krispie treat, and you're so happy. But then, it's just full of sawdust. And you've been tricked, and something that was supposed to make you happy has now made you sad. Don't you think that's kind of evil?
Yeah, I guess.
So, I mean, what would lead your mom to give you a Rice Krispie treat that was all full of that like that? You know, what would turn someone who you cared about, who you loved, towards evil that way?
Is this about the bank robbery?
Yeah, it's about the bank robbery and like, you know, lots of stuff. And my friend and a Rice Krispie treat all full of sawdust.
The big guy, he sits down next to you, and he goes, well, I'm not that evil. I mean, I just need money, right? I figured that's my motive.
I get that. I can respect that. You know, I'm homeless. I never have money. I always need more money.
Oh, dude, you want to rob the bank with me?
No, man, I don't think so. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we all had the capacity in us to turn around and do the wrong thing at any time, but, like, not everybody, one of us does.
Oh.
Like, I think I'd rather just go on being homeless than, like, I've no point of gun at somebody and scare them and take all their money.
Well, what if you got little kids or something?
Like you trying to feed little kids?
Yeah.
Well, imagine those little kids looking at you, scaring someone with the gun. Like, is that your little kid, your little boy? He looks up to you and he sees you doing that?
Oh.
Yeah, how sad is that?
I guess I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't be watching me then.
Well, I mean, he's gonna find out, man. You can't hide it forever.
Okay, well, here's my thing then. He sets the gun down on the table. So I was asked to be a bad guy by Chrysanthemum to be like a challenge for you guys.
Now you're just externalizing, man.
No, well, I mean, I don't do a lot of linebacker stuff anymore. Ever since I got to be champion linebacker, everybody says I'm too good at it, and I hit people too hard.
Dang, really?
Yeah, like, imagine being champion linebacker, but they don't let you play.
Well, they all make a whole champion football team.
No one would want to play us. We're too good.
Oh, heck.
Yeah, so now I just do celebrity endorsement and stuff and TV, and they told me to hold a gun and like, threaten you.
Well, is this what you want to do, man?
No, I want to play football.
Well, shoot, dude. I think you ought to play football. I want you to play football.
Me too, man. Lowry, you finished spraying that glass, and it's ready to break now.
All right, I start kicking it in.
Crack, crack, crash! Oh, heck, what is that?
Man, I don't know. You better go check it out.
He gets up and he runs to the back room.
Hey, Paul, can you help me get these dummies out of here?
Are you sure? I think he's gonna come back in like a second.
Get up, come on, help me out.
All right, fine, man. If I got it.
You guys start rescuing dummies. Lowry, you are trying carefully to get through this glass that you've broken without cutting yourself. And then a giant man in a striped shirt runs in the back and he sees you. He goes, "Hey!"
Oh, whoops, start backing out.
He just runs straight through the glass and also some of the wall and, like, just tramples you. It looks like he's about to do a big elbow drop on you when several aides rush in and they stop him. They're like, "Whoa!"
Oh, thank God. Thank you so much.
Elvis and Paul, there's only like 4 dummies. You evacuate all of them. Chrysanthemum calls it. She goes, "And time!" Excellent work, Paul and Elvis, and also Lowry with the distraction. That was all 4 dummies. And quite a performance today. That was very interesting.
What performance?
Okay, well, we've only got one left, but I've got my eye on your group. You're doing pretty well.
Are we?
Yes, you are, but I've said too much. Okay, you better get yourselves ready for the next one. Big teapot, everybody!